Hey everyone, if you're watching this on YouTube later, I'm doing a live review of Player of the Week. As always, I'll put timestamps in the description for each player, so if there's a particular player you want to hear about, click the description, there'll be a link to take you straight to them, etc, etc. So we're going to have a bit of chat participation, so whoever reviewing here, let me know your thoughts in the chat. And let's start with the lowest rated, shall we? We've got Booster Troy Parrott. No face scan. Not the only player on this pack without a face scan. What's the booster? Striker's Instinct or something? Yep. Not surprised me. Okay. So we've got a solid goal coach, haven't we? Bit of everything. What's he got skill wise? Soul control, long range curler. He's got all the shooting skills. Aerial superiority, but not heading. And his heading attribute sucks. And his jumping sucks. So he might win the odd header, but he's not going to be great in the air. He's got really good selection skills for shooting at least. Fighting spirit, of course. Presumably they added that. Not the quickest for a poacher though. That's the one drawback there. Balance isn't great. Passing sucks. It's not a brilliant card, is it? But the awareness and finishing on A form are decent. If he's on A form, tidy finisher, just lacks a bit of pace. If he's not on A form, that's a pretty mid centre forward for me. Don't understand how we only got 92 rated. Yeah, I mean, it depends which way you look at it really. I mean, he obviously had two really good performances. So yeah, he probably deserved a bit better, didn't he? But yeah, if he's not on A form, yeah, I mean, he gets live update because he's playing in the Eredivisie. But without A form, that to me, it looks like a 4-star card. Doesn't look great. On A form, the awareness and finishing, if you've got an 89 rate manager, you'll hit the 90 mark on both of those. And he's alright on the ball for a poacher. He's got a bit of physical strength, even though he's not got great balance. Kicking power, he's got some good kicking power behind his shots. But yeah, goal poacher, you need a bit more pace. He's probably not going to be quite nippy enough, and he needs A form for the awareness and finishing. So for me, that's on A form is a usable striker, but not a brilliant one. When he's not on A form, that's pretty mid to me. If you're Irish, yeah, anyone who's Irish should love this card. Maybe Tottenham fans. I guess Tottenham fans still like him. Yeah, collection card for the Irish maybe, yeah. So yeah, he's got some qualities, this guy, but the pace holds him back a bit, and he needs A form really to be good. Not terrible, but just not particularly great. Right, Malo Gusto. Face scan, attacking fullback. He's got a booster as well. That's crossing all day long, I know that one. Crossing. I know that because obviously you need speed and stamina to cross the ball, right? Right, what we got then? I mean, he does make a lot of difference to the important stats, does he? He's got the pace, got a little bit of physical strength, balance is alright, stamina's good. Defensive awareness sucks. He's got one weakness, and that's his defensive awareness. Everything else is looking sound for a right back. If you're desperate, you could use him as a right mid. He's not terrible on the ball, but he's not great. You'd have to be quite kind of desperate, I think. He certainly is a right back. It's just the awareness holds him back, but the awareness is important. Unwavering form. It's a skill situation. One touch through. He's got the crossing, interception block. He's not got man marking, alright. So for the most part, this is a good solid right back, but he's lacking man marking, and he's lacking defensive awareness, so he's not going to be quite on the level you want defensively. And some would argue you could do with a bit more physical strength on him, I think. Crossing boost, but can't cross for his life. I don't know, his crossing would be decent for fullback, especially on A form. He's got pinpoint crossing. Got him, yet to try him. Yeah. Right mid defense, yeah, like a wing back. Yeah, he could be a wing back, yeah. Yeah, that's a good shout actually. Could be pretty solid as a wing back. The defensive awareness a bit less important then. So yes, it's a solid card. I mean, definitely very usable as a right back. It's got a lot of quality. It's like I say, defensive awareness is very important. You might want a bit more physical strength, and man marking from me is an important skill in the fullback. I'd like to have that if possible, but outside of man marking, he's got just about everything he could need. So he does have, for the most part, an excellent skill set, and for the most part, some very good stats. Just there's a couple of slight weaknesses there, but English League squad could be useful for that. Plenty of qualities there. I think for a lot of people, a very decent right back. Just one or two slight weaknesses that hold him back a bit. Right. Down Ndoye. Is that a face scan? Is that a face scan? He's got his hair. The face looks weird. He doesn't look like that. Does he? Maybe it is a face scan. It's the eyes as much as anything. Doesn't look like him. Maybe that's just me. Anyway. Dan Ndoye. Got a whole player left mid. Can play on the right as well. He's a right footer. He's not going to be able to cross the ball, so I don't know how good he'll be on the right hand side. Pretty decent on the ball. Good attacking awareness for a wide hole player. Crossing might be terrible, but low pass and finishing look okay. He's got through passing. He's got first time shot long range. He's not got long range curler. That's a shame. So as a righty on the left, you would want long range curler on him. So that's a bit of a shame he's not got that. He's got pace, got a bit of balance, a bit of physical strength. That's true. This guy looks all right. He doesn't look amazing. He looks all right. He looks usable. I think this is one of these cards. It could be a handy one for your English League squad if he's on form in any given week. He could do a job for you, even if he's not quite where how good, you know, it's not quite where you'd want him to be everywhere. You know, tight possession a little bit low, balance a little bit low, but another player's got pinpoint crossing, but his lofted pass is terrible. He's a super sub. So he's already got 83 attacking awareness as a whole player. As a super sub, he could be pretty handy, to be fair. His finishing's nowhere near good enough to play centre forward, so forget that. But yeah, on the right, if you're not going to try and cross the ball, you're just going to kind of rely on him getting into good attacking positions to try and score goals and that. But primarily off the left of midfield as a whole player, I think he could be a handy one. I don't think he's an amazing one. What do you guys think? Hey, Chepo, how's it going, dude? Big fan of him in real life. Yeah, I think Nottingham Forest did some really good business. What did we pay them for Erlang? Like 50 something million, and they got Ndoye for like 40 odd. I think that's great business. He's a good player. Did you get Woltemade? Not yet. I'm spinning in a bit. We're doing a live review. Okay, new player is very useful. 100 rated right wing forward. Ndoye, really? How? Hair looks dangerous with headers. In-game hairstyle looks generic. I think his hair looks accurate. I think it's his face that looks a bit off. I just don't think it looks like. Is it even a face scan? There's something about his face scan. It looks weird. It might just be me. Bullet hair. Super sub. So yeah, could be a handy, versatile super sub for your English League squad. It's a good card, but it's not a great one. There's one or two attributes I'd like to be a little bit higher, but on the whole, he's very decent, very usable, versatile, super sub. There's a lot to be said for him. Might not be the most exciting card in the pack, but I think a lot of people's English League squads, he could actually be a pretty handy one to pick up. Right, who's next? We've got a big man. 199 centimeters, Mr. Trubin, face scan. No league challenge for this guy, plays at Benfica. Same with Troy Parrott, forgot to mention that of him. On waving form. Hello. Oh, he's not got low punt. But that's a good goalie, isn't it? Catching's not brilliant, but everything else is going 90 plus, and he's massive. Good goalie. I wouldn't say no to this guy, to be honest. If I don't get Woltemade, he'll be a nice consolation. Shame you can't use many league changes though. Distribution is not great, especially without low punt, but I'm waving form. Those goalie stats looking good. Even if he had an average physical profile, I'd say he's a solid goalie, he could do a job for you. But with the profile this guy's got, what's his arm excuse me? Arm coverage. Well into the 170s, isn't it? Oh, I'm in line on eFootball Hub. I'm in some kind of queue. Thanks, eFootball Hub. How many websites have you ever used where you have to queue to use it? Right, let's chat while we wait for the queue on eFootball Hub. Looks like the NPC from GTA San Andreas, the defective edition. Slightly worse quarter weight. Yeah. Not a bad shout, to be fair. Got Trubin better than the highlights national team version I had. Cool. And Ndoye looks like Rodri's young face. Sub goalie for Champions League. Yeah, he looks pretty good. Right, where are we? Player of the week. What is your arm coverage, Mr. Trubin? 180.7. All right, that's a good goalie card. He's massive. He's got really good arm coverage. His catching's not amazing, but everything else looks really solid. That's a good goalie card. That's a good goalie card. I'd like that one. Yeah. He's massive. He's good. Just no league challenge to use him in, really, but it's a good goalie card, that. Wow. That's basically the best card that's ever been released on eFootball. He's absolutely amazing at everything. You don't need the new Ibrahimovic. Just get this guy. How amazing is this guy? Anyone disagree? No? Cool. No, he's so we got a massive deep line forward. This guy's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. 198 centimeters. Horrible balance. He does have good on the ball attributes. What's the booster? No idea what that is. Off the ball, okay. So for a massive dude, he's got decent on the ball attributes, so the balance sucks, and he is a massive dude. And like a couple of people have said, even Ibrahimovic with his insane stats feels a bit heavy and clunky on the ball. So I don't know how good Woltemade is going to feel on the ball. Bit of physical strength there. Low pass isn't bad for a striker, but I still like it to be higher on a deep line forward. And he doesn't have through passing, which is absolutely scandalous. How do you not give Woltemade a through passing? It's one of his biggest strengths. Biting my tongue. He's got soul control. They're giving him heading, of course, because he's got a really nice header. Long range curler, heel trick. First time shot, outside curler, aerial superiority. His jumping sucks though. It's another one of his cards. You give him heading and aerial superiority and he's really, really tall, but if his jumping's only 66, he's not going to be that great in the air. He's got a really interesting profile, this guy. It's quite a unique one, just like in real life, I guess. Waiting for a highlight Woltemade. Yeah, I want to highlight Woltemade so I can train him the way I want. He does like 1 or 2 skills, especially through passing. Still a good card though. It's just, is he going to, does it all work for you? The physical profile, the strengths he's got statistically. Deep line forward, I don't know. I want him for my Newcastle squad just because he's a Newcastle player. But if he didn't play for Newcastle, I would not have any interest in this guy. I don't think he's going to work for a lot of people, but he could work. If he works for you, he could be a really good one. But yeah, he's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Quite a unique profile, but his qualities there. For Newcastle fans like me, could be a really good one to pick up. He's definitely got some qualities. It'd be really interesting to try him out. It's hard to really assess him, to say how good he is, because I think for a minority of people, he could be a really good card to have, but for most people, he's probably going to be quite big and clunky, and he's just not quite going to have everything you want from him. But it's an interesting one, he's a unique one, and I certainly hope I get him. What are you guys thinking of him? Virtual line from about 2 weeks ago. Do you ever work with AJ? You're free. Ask me later. Potential goalie who can stop Ibra's willpower shots. Best German striker since Gerd Müller. Tallest striker in the game, Matt. It's got to be taller, isn't there? There's a few taller ones. Onuachu? Not a good card if they didn't boost his defending. They must have boosted his defending, presumably. I've not done the comparison all these, just doing a quick live review this time. So he's more like a target man. Yeah, he's not going to be the most mobile, is he? Although his speed's decent, to be fair, for a massive guy. Not physical enough, jump should have been higher. Yeah, I agree. Like I say, to give him aerial superiority and heading with the height he's got and only 66 jumping. I mean, it's not like he had to jump for the header he scored, to be fair. It's kind of nodded it in, really. So it is fair, but in terms of practicality, speaking in practical terms for in-game, he's not going to be that great in the air. Yeah, if he had 8 or jumping, then yeah. But they obviously, I guess they just want to avoid making him too good, don't they? And like I say, he's not got a great jump in real life, and he didn't have to jump much for the header he scored, so it is fair. There are 3 strikers taller than Onuachu. Knowledge from Chapo. Right, Woltemade. For some people, pretty cool, pretty fun. For a lot of people, yeah, probably not going to do much for you. Zubimendi. Again, had a few Zubimendis. So face scan, box-to-box DMF. What is he normally? He's normally an orchestrator, right? Unwavering form. No booster on this one, but I don't think you really need one. That's a good card, that. He's an all-rounder, box-to-box. He's got a bit of everything. It's going to be nice on the ball, nice passing. Everywhere else he's looking kind of alright, decent. As a box-to-box midfield, I think more as a centre mid than a DMF, yeah. Aerial superiority, nice. Is he going to be good in the air? Not particularly. He won't be bad in the air from midfielder, to be fair. He'll win a few headers for you. Some goal kicks and stuff, maybe. One touch and through. Interception. So he's only got interception really defensively. He's not got man marking or blocker. So I think he's definitely going to be more of a CMF than a DMF. At least if you do play him as a DMF, he'll be in a double pivot. If you give him too much defensive responsibility, he might come up short for you. But as an all-rounder in a double pivot or something like that, or like a triangle or a diamond, or just as a centre mid, box to box, That looks like a good card to me. He's got a bit of everything. What's chat saying? Chepo confirms he is an orchestrator. Cool, so they've changed him. Oh, yeah, he was an anchorman, wasn't he? Yeah. So he's not what? He was an anchorman. Now he's an orchestrator, but this one's box to box. Good sub, nice and fresh last 20 minutes. Centre mid version for sure. Yeah, I think this is definitely a centre mid version. He's had 1 or 2 versions that are really strong defensively, much stronger than this. Better than his previous booster card if the booster's not active. Interesting. Box to box is a nerf. Orchestrator is better for the link up. Well, maybe, maybe not. Depends on a lot of things, doesn't it? Depends on your formation, what works for you. 102 at CMF, is he? Oof, yeah, so he is a good card. Yeah, it's a good card, that. Like I say, I wouldn't give him too much defensive responsibility. But as an all-rounder, he's going to get up and down the pitch. Certainly good on the ball, good passing. Really good skill set for a centre mid. Yeah, that's a really good centre midfielder, that. Especially for your English League Challenge squad. And here's another centre mid, box to box. We've got Reijnders from Man City. Now this guy is poor defensively. This is just a bad version of Zubimendi, isn't it? Not quite as good in the ball, not quite as good at passing. Pretty similar. Much worse defensively. The rest is looking similar. And he's not got any defensive skills. Am I right on that? He's just basically Zubimendi, but not as good. Especially defensively. Is that what's going to do? Yeah. I'm not saying that's a bad card, but I think he's definitely not as good as Zubimendi. Don't know how he's got the same rating. How's he got the same rating? They're both 95. Surely Zubimendi's better. I mean, Reijnders has got much more attacking rounds, I guess. And a bit more speed. That's about it, though. Zubimendi's got better finishing, apparently. That's absurd. They both go to 100, did they? Imagine you don't get Woltemade. I won't get Woltemade. I fully expect to not get Woltemade. Looks like Bellingham. Expect E-form a lot. What, Reijnders? Or Zubimendi? 87 speed, 87 acceleration in squad. Yeah, pretty rapid for a centre mid, right? I mean, you're never going to play this guy DMF because he can't defend to save his life and he's not got any defensive skills. Going forward, he got a few shooting skills. He got the passing. He's not that great down the left-hand side of those technicals, though. And his finishing's not great. I don't think that's a particularly great card. I'm not particularly keen on that card. I really don't think it's that great. If you're going to make a version of Reijnders that's good going forward like he is in real life, he's going to burst forward and be really good in attacking positions. I'd want a few more on some of those technicals. I'd want a few more in his finishing. Quite a few more in his finishing. But he's not got that, and he's not very good defensively at all. So, yeah, it's a good card. It's got quality, but that for me is not that exciting a card. It's not one I particularly want. I think Zubimendi's clear of that one. Trubin is good. Indeed. Welcome in, gamer. Right. Less defending and finishing than Zubi. Should have given him more finishing. Yeah, it's Reijnders, isn't it? Why? How is his finishing only 72? He's one of the best. His finishing should be up there with you know. He should have one of the highest finishing attributes of any centre mid. Honestly. Considering how attacking the card's supposed to be, needs close to 80 finishing. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a disappointment for a Reijnders card, to be honest. So yeah. Good card, got some qualities, but not what it could and should be, in my opinion. Right, what's next? Gvardiol centre-back build-up, okay. What we got here then? So, defensively, he's pretty strong. You're not going to hit that 90 mark in defensive awareness, but close enough. Pretty strong defensively, decent pace. Jumping's pretty decent. He's not the tallest for a centre-back though, 6'1". Physical contact's okay, I'd like a bit more on that. Fairly nice down the left column for a centre-back. Unwavering form. He's got heading and aerial, man marking, section blocker, sliding acrobat. He's got all the defensive skills and he's got weighted pass and pinpoint crossing. You could still get away with him as a left back, but he's not quite as quick as you'd probably like him to be. He's not going to be great on the ball. I don't think that's the most exciting Gvardiol card. I've got a better one. I've had 2 better ones, I think, than that, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am mistaken, I don't know. But yeah, it's not an amazing card, that, from what I'm looking at. Good, yes. But is it a great card? Is it one that you look at and think, I'm going to spin the pack for it? Oh, I'm not sure. What does chat think? That's the question. Let me catch up with chat. Swapped his attacking awareness and finishing. That's why Ryan's on 72 finishing. 88 speed, rapid centre back, and a lefty. Yeah, he's pretty quick. Why are they reluctant to give Player of the Week cards good stats? Because they want us to spend money on Legends and Showtime cards. That's why. Decent centre back, just be careful with his height. Yeah, he's not going to be amazing in the air. I don't think he'll be weak in the air, but he's not going to be amazing, is he? And his heading's bad, actually. 71 for heading. Oh dear. Left back defensive best position. I don't know. He's not great on the ball. He's not quite as quick as I'd want a fullback to be. Stamina, yeah, it's okay. Balance not great. I don't know. If you're one of these that likes playing centre backs or fullback, yeah, maybes, but I'm not one of them. Even the booster card of Reijnders is a 75 finishing. Harsh. He's been done dirty. Capello gives +1 defensive awareness. Yeah, true. Yeah, I think there's 1 or 2 other managers as well that can do that, but yeah. Yeah, it's a good card, isn't it? 3 at the back. Yeah, could be a good 3 at the back centre back, actually. That's a good shout. Mid. That's incredibly harsh. That's a good card. It's not a bad card. It's not a great card. It's just a good one. I think there's just one. There's a few stats for me. If I was going to call this a really good card, I'd want 1 or 2 more defensive awareness, a few more physical contact, and then I'd say that's a really good centre back. And he's not far off that, to be fair. So that is a good centre back card. Just it's not quite as amazing as it maybe could have been. Cardona is better, maybe. Right. So a good centre back card. 1 or 2 attributes maybe could have been a bit higher, but still a good one. Oh, hello. João Neves with the booster. What's the booster? Kicking power, finishing. Oh, that's shooting. Free kick taking. Fair enough. Close enough. Good on the ball. Passing's okay. Finishing is great. See, João Neves, I mean, I'm not saying he shouldn't have great finishing because he's been scoring some really good goals. That hat-trick he scored was absurd. But his finishing is like about 10 higher than Reijnders. That's rotten. For Reijnders, at least. But yeah, great finishing on him. Defensively, a bit sus. The awareness is rubbish. Attacking is not brilliant. Bit of pace, bit of kicking power behind his shots. Not the strongest physically, but good balance and stamina. Unwavering form. No league challenge. That will always go against him. What have we got in the skill department? Shooting, shooting, shooting. 1 touch through. He's got interception. Okay. So he's got the most important ones for a centre mid. And he's going to be really good at shooting. You're not going to use this guy as a DMF, similar to Reijnders, really. Yeah, it's not too dissimilar to Reijnders. You got the finishing over Reijnders, but Reijnders got the attack awareness over this one. That's kind of the difference, isn't it, really? In fact, that is the difference, isn't it? Just about. I mean, a little bit better on the ball with this one as well. It is a tidy card, that. And he feels nice, Neves, when I've used him. He feels pretty nice. He feels pretty kind of fluid on the ball. Bad at passing. Nominating contract, Neves is better. Yeah, the passing could be better, definitely. João Neves has better finishing, but worse passing than his previous booster player of the week. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's another good midfielder, that, but yeah. Like Chepo says there, the passing definitely could be better, and it is better on some other versions of Neves. It's still probably going to be fine for a lot of people, that. I would like it to be a bit higher. But yeah, he's going to have a very nice shot on him for a midfielder, but he can't defend. So, like with 1 or 2 other midfielders, and especially Reijnders, you're not going to want to give him too much defensive responsibility. But if you're going to put him in as a centre midfielder, you've got 1 or 2 other midfielders behind him doing the defending. He's definitely going to be very capable going forward. But yeah, that passing could be a bit better, and he can't defend. So, one or two drawbacks there, and you can't use many in any of the main league challenges, at least. Certainly qualities as well, and it's always nice to have a Neves card if you've not already got one. He does feel nice in the ball. He's a good player. 1 or 2 drawbacks, but it's still a good card. What's next? Oh god, this guy. He's got a face scan. Got a booster. He's good. He's a lot better on the ball than he normally is. Passing's a bit better than it normally is. Awareness and finishing is still really good. He's got pace. He's a fox in the box this time. Physically very strong. Balance sucks. Jumping's not great. He's got aerial though. But again, you know, he's tall, he's got aerial, but if the jumping's not great, he's not going to be amazing in the air. But yeah, heading and aerial, they've left acrobatic finishing on a centre forward in Player of the Week. They've not been doing that very often lately. They keep taking it away. Not got long range curler, but he's got long range shooting. First time shot, obviously. Heel trick, outside curler, one touch pass. What can you really say about the Haaland card? It's a good card. It's a good Haaland card. All Haaland cards are deadly, right? Am I missing anything? Is there anything particularly interesting about this Haaland card? Yeah, it's outside. They added outside curler, have they? That is a nice one because he is one-footed, isn't he? Barely one-footed. Underwhelming version of Haaland, is it? It looks pretty good to me. I think the fact that they've made him quite good on the ball, because he can be very clunky, Haaland. Nerf his speed and physical, but give it back with booster. Oh, is it one of them, is it? Have they done that? I love that. Bulldozer, yeah. They've nerfed his finishing, heading, speed, physical contact. Right. Okay, so it's one of these, is it? They've nerfed a bunch of stats, but if he gets A form, then he's as good as he normally is. It's one of those ones. At the end of the day, yeah, it looks like another one of these weird builds, but one or two good skills thrown in there. And it's still a good Haaland card. Like AJ says, he's a bulldozer, so if you've not got a good Haaland card, it's a great card to have. If you've got one, you probably don't need it. Right, and finally, deep lying forward Harry Kane. Yes! Hooray! Oh, very exciting. Who was it saying earlier? He's got good pace compared to what he normally does. He's not quick, but he's certainly a lot quicker than he often is. A lot of his highlight cards and stuff are like kind of 70 odd for speed and or acceleration. Looks like they've nerfed his kicking power slightly. I'm guessing the awareness and finishing maybe as well, but all three of those are still great. So the awareness, the finishing, and the kicking power behind his shots are all going to be good. Decent on the ball, decent passing. He's got any passing skills? Oh, he's got one touch and through. Okay, so this is a deep line forward. This is a deep line forward. He's physically strong. He's got reasonable on the ball stats. He can pass the ball. The passing stats are decent for a centre forward, and he's got one touch and through. He's got heading and arrow, so he can bring the ball down as well. Well, you can win headers and that, yeah. So this guy, his hold-up play is going to be strong. He's got the awareness and finishing as well. This to me looks like a good deep line forward version of Harry Kane. Maybe he's not the best one we've had, but they've given him one touch and through. Does he always have one touch and through? I know he's had it on one or two previous versions, but I think they added them, didn't they? Certainly that, was it like Past Masters nominating contract, something like that? Where are we? Are you going to spin for R9? I didn't realise he was in the game. Decent dribbling. But Kane's got decent dribbling. No club, yeah. Oh, no club at all. He's not even got fake buy-in. So he's not going to get a live update. Wow, that's harsh. Oh, well, that goes against him then. Damn. But then I guess that goes against all Harry Kane cards, doesn't it? No, wait, hang on a minute. So do the Harry Kane cards that have got fake buy-in as their club, do those ones still get a live update, but this one doesn't? Kane will still get A4. I don't think he will though, because he's not got a club affiliation. More of an all-rounder Kane card. Yeah, I think he's kind of well balanced as a deep line forward. I'd like a bit more balance, but he's never got balance. Apart from that, yeah, I think he's where he needs to be for just about everything for a deep line forward. I think if you like a deep line forward, if a deep line forward works for you, I think it could be a very decent card to have, this one. Kimmich gets A and B every week. Yeah, but Kimmich has still got the fake Bayern affiliation, hasn't he? They've not removed Bayern as a club from all their cards. They've just changed it to a fake club. But this Kane, for some reason, doesn't have a club at all. So I don't see how he can have live update. It's weird. He should be made SS. Yeah, he's played once or twice very deep for them. I think they've played Jackson a couple of times and put Kane behind him. So they should definitely have made him fully proficient SS at some point. But you know how slow they are. The club list still get live update. Really, Tom? Okay, that's interesting then. Can't even search Munich players now in the menu. Interesting. Lee Jae-sung got updated, did he? I like him. I like him in game. Whole player, isn't he? The one I've got anyway. Kante gets B form, so Kane. Okay, cool. So he will get a live update. That's good then, even although you still can't use him in the league challenge. EU event matches can still use him. Yeah, England squads and stuff. Yeah, that's a solid Kane card. You know, obviously there's 1 or 2 attributes aren't high as they can be. These have better versions, but if you like a deep line forward with the stats, the skills, like one touch and through especially, that could be a very nice card if the playing style works for you, and if you don't mind the fact he's not the quickest, but he's a lot quicker than he normally is. And that to me is like a very, very nice deep line forward if that playing style works for you. There you go, that's the whole pack. And now I'm going to spin for Woltemade. Except I've not retrieved it from the inbox because eFootball. Now we're going to spin for Woltemade. Right, make your predictions before I spin. You can have 30 seconds to predict which non-Woltemade card I'm going to get. I reckon I'm going to get any of the 6 highest rated, because I don't want any of them. I've got a Haaland card, I've got a Kane card, I've got a Gvardiol card, I've got a Neves card, I've got a Zubimendi card, I've got a Reijnders card. So I'm going to get one of them basically. I won't complain if I get Trubin. Trubin's a good keeper. I won't complain if I get Ndoye actually. It's handy enough. I'm not sure if I use him very often, but for the English League Challenge, if I've not got many wingers on form, I would have no problem sticking him in. What's the other one saying? Oh, we got some predictions in here. Welcome in, Duck. Woltemade, Kane, Ndoye, Trubin, Neves, Haaland, Neves, Trubin, Rockman, Reijnders, hope I said that right. Your brother said Zubimendi. Gusto. Loads of predictions here. Andrew's just caught up with the stream. Good stuff. Roy Parrott. Kane is great in game. Everything you said is true. Nice. Okay, cool. Right. So we've had predictions for just about everybody. Is there anyone people haven't predicted that I'm going to get? No, I think everyone's been predicted. Okay. So that means I'm getting Woltemade. Oh! That's not Woltemade. It's definitely not Woltemade. That's a tiny Portuguese midfielder. That's not Woltemade. That's João Neves. Thanks, eFootball. John Terry. Is that your prediction for my Player of the Week spin? Right. If you're watching this later on YouTube after I've uploaded it, thanks for watching. I'll try and do another stream or video at some point in the near future, depending on time, as you probably figured out by now. I've been struggling for time lately, but I'll see you for something or other soon. And if you're not in the Discord already, jump in there and I'll see you in there. So cheers for watching. See you next time.